too. Hey guys, welcome to Thursday Night Zoom. I am so excited because tonight we're going to be kind of diving in and talking about what's going on right now. We're going to talk about how the heck to get through December, and different things that we can be doing in December. And one of the things that I keep telling people, like, over and over and over again, is December for me is really a self-development month. It's a plan for the new year month, and it's a planting seeds month. Those are kind of how I've always viewed December. And I'm always extremely happy if I sign some people. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. But my goal is just making sure that no matter what, whether I'm signing people or not, that I'm doing all those right actions and, putting myself out there as much as possible, because people are watching. And that's I've been doing this for 10 years, guys. So I can tell you that without a doubt, there are patterns in this business, just like every business, just like everybody that owns a business can tell you. They have seasons, they have patterns. There's times where it's crazy busy. There's times where it's super slow. And we are coming into a time, guys, that is
the function button
sorry.
and you hit the volume up on the top.
Trying to get somebody muted. There we go. We're coming into a time, guys. Once January hits, that's when our busy season begins. And it's not the beginning of January. So January, everybody's kind of like, getting out of the holidays, and they start kind of thinking about, obviously a lot of people set those New Year's resolution, and so many people for some reason wait till the new year to make changes. Right? They're like, I did it. I remember when I smoked, I was like, every year I was like, okay, New Year's, that is when I'm going to quit smoking. And I would say that every year for like 5 years, and I would attempt it, and then I would get to like 15 days in and I'd be like, okay, I'll just do it next year. Anybody else do that? Well, that's most of the world, right? They say things like, I'm going to get healthier. I'm going to do something different to make more money for my family. I want to look better. I want to feel better. And those are the New Year's resolutions, made by more people than any other resolutions. And the crazy thing is that most people give up on their resolutions pretty easily, right? But the cool thing is there's a lot of people that stick to those, and they go into January with a really great mindset, right? That they go into it with a great attitude. And it's people like us that can help them push through and really, stick with it. And what I'm excited about is once January hits, of course, we're going to have those people come out of the woodwork that are looking for what we have with Le-Vel. The fact that we have products that everybody needs, really pretty much anything you can think of, we can help with. You guys all know that. And then we have a compensation plan that can help people come in and start making money almost immediately. So it's exciting because we already know we've got what people are going to be looking for. What we don't have right now, what a lot of us don't have, are the people that are going to be looking at us for those things. And it's because we haven't been consistent on our social media, consistent with ourselves showing, using the products, doing our days of the week with the Flex Friday, posting about things going on in your business. Like, people don't know exactly what you do, or it's just because you haven't been consistent with adding new people to your network. And one of the things I always tell people is, if you're sitting around waiting for your friends and family to be the people that get you to 12K, 40K, 80K, 200K, or wherever you're trying to go, you're probably going to be sitting and waiting a real long time, because I can probably put, I don't know, every 40K and above on this call tonight, on this Zoom tonight. I can probably interview them, and they would tell you that it is not their friends and family that got them to 12, 40, 80, 200K. It was strangers. It was people that, through people who knew people who knew people. It was people they met online in groups. It was people they met out and about. Friends and family for me, and I know a lot of people, they came later. They were not receptive when I first started in my business, and they were people that I had to prove it to for some reason. And it's so cliche in network marketing, but it's so true. Total strangers will be more supportive of you than most friends and family will. Now, some of you might be going, what is she talking about? My friends and family are so supportive. If that's the case for you, then you are definitely not in the majority, you are in the minority, because most people, they get that kind of um, pushback from their friends and family. So what we have to realize and understand is that it's going to be those people that you're adding new to your network and building new relationships with. And that's what the month of December means for me. Um, I also wanted to mention, you guys, if you have not been plugging into the morning Zoom, it is so awesome. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I've even had people message me saying, why don't you just do one every morning? Um, and maybe that will come. Right now, though, not yet. 5 a.m. is a little early for me, and I won't be on all of them. But um, at the end of the day, if we have enough people that are doing them, then we'll see. If we're getting, right now, we're getting 200 plus people on at 6 a.m. It's pretty exciting. And if you guys have been on, you guys know it's a fun Zoom. It's it's funny. It's personal. It's giving tips, and it's also diving into self-development. We do a little bit of everything, and definitely a great way to start your morning. So tomorrow morning, make sure that you are catching that Zoom. It's going to be good. We have some great hosts on tomorrow. We'll always have like 4 hosts on every single day. We're kind of all co-hosts, and it makes it fun. It makes it flow, and it's fun to hearing from different people all the time and what they're doing, and all that goodness. So make sure you're plugging into that. I also wanted to mention one of the things I'm doing, and I'm going to bring on some guests tonight. I'm super excited because we have some guests that have never been on before, and they're going to be sharing their stories, their tips with you, what they're going to plan to do in December for the holidays and stuff. But one of the things that I just did, and is huge, I did this last year too, is I'm creating an online vendor event, a holiday extravaganza. And so I went to my Facebook page today. You guys are welcome to go look at the post. And I just said, hey, COVID sucks. If you're an in-home business owner, of any kind, um, we're used to doing vendor events. That's one of the ways that I built my business. And because of COVID, that's just not possible. So I've decided to put an online one together. Here's what I'm looking for. And anyone, I put, candles, makeup, scarves, all of that. So, I had, I think at this point, like 40 people respond. And there's a couple reasons I do this, you guys. And I think it's huge so that you guys can maybe think of, you guys can all do this, right? We all have different networks. But one of the things that's so cool is when I was looking through my list of people that responded, hey, I want to take part in that. It shows me how many people I have in network marketing that aren't in my business, right? There's a lot of other people out there doing in-home businesses that aren't with Lavelle, right? And at the end of the day, New Year's come, and that's when people start to make changes in their business. If their business isn't, going in the right direction, if their company hasn't been going in the right direction, and they're looking, maybe they'll look at me, but that's not the right reason I'm doing this. The reason I'm doing this is for this reason, guys. What I'm doing with this, because a lot of people have messaged me today saying, so how are you doing this, Lisa? How is this going to work? So I wanted to share with you what I'm doing. I'm going to create a one day or a weekend. I haven't decided quite yet. It might be 2 days or it might be one day, but it's going to be a holiday extravaganza online event. And basically all of these people will be added, and we'll all have time slots to go live for about 15 minutes, share a little bit about our top products, stocking stuffers, things that people might want to, purchase for Christmas. And each one of us is going to be responsible for adding 10 people from our network. Okay. So the cool thing about that is that I can add 10 of my Lavelle friends if I wanted to, that want to go shopping at other places, because even though it's not going to help me, they're not going to purchase anything. It would help all those people. Just like those people are going to go add 10 of their friends, and some of them could be friends from their company. And that's okay, because guess what? They might not have ever heard of my company, and they might want to use some of my products. So it's cool because if I have, let's say over 2 days, 30 different businesses in this vendor event, that's going to be 30 times 10. That's, you guys, that's like a lot of new people being interested in Lavelle, being introduced to Lavelle, and hearing more about what we have. And I could possibly gather some customers and promoters that way. If not, plant some really, really good seeds for the new year. And, that's really the goal for me this month anyway. So if I got something out of it, great. But my true goal is to plant some really good seeds and have people ask questions and then friend request those people, because obviously if they're asking questions, then that means they have some form of interest, right? Um, so that's what one of the things that I'm doing this month. And then you guys, if you're on our team and you're on this Zoom tonight, I'm doing a 12 days of Christmas for our team. Myself and some of our leaders got together and we are doing a 12 days of Christmas. And basically what that is it's 12 days every day where we are doing a giveaway for your prospects. It's an event page. You guys, if you are not involving your prospects in that and you're on my team, please get them in. This is going to be huge. Again, it's third-party validation. They'll be learning about Lavelle products. There's no purchase necessary to win. And the goal, again, is not for you to sign anyone right now. If you did, that would be great. But it's for the new year to plant those seeds. So if you're not on my team, go do this. You know, you may have an upline already doing something like this, or if they're not, doesn't mean you can't put something together yourself, which is huge. So I just wanted to share a couple of things that I was doing. And then I wanted to, you know, what I love about our team is we have so many people on that have so many different, and one of the things for me is I don't think that you have to be a certain rank in order to be qualified to be on a Zoom and share your tips and share your story. I don't think that you have to be an 80K to have great ideas. I'm learning things every day from brand new people that come in, from brand new people that have never done this industry before. And they are coming up with the best ideas that I'm stealing every single day from them and putting my own twist on them. So I am super excited because tonight I am bringing in some people of all ranks. And I'm super excited for you to hear a little bit about their story. And not only that, but just some tips from them and what they might be doing. Some of them may be just sharing their heart and their story tonight, and some may have tips and story. We'll see. But I know that quite a few of them said they've got some tips too, so I'm super excited. And the first person I'm going to bring on tonight is Michelle Roberts. I'm going to have her unmute herself. And Michelle, I would love for you to share with everybody a little bit about your journey, your story. You know, I love it when people get into the hard too. I love people to know that this is not all sunshine and rainbows, you guys. And I think sometimes we think that, oh, that person has it so easy, or they look so positive on the Facebook. And at the end of the day, we all have things. We all have things behind the scenes that we have to get over, personal wise in our lives. We all have things that we're getting over in our personal businesses, and struggles with both those things daily. And we don't advertise it, but it happens, and it doesn't really matter what rank you are or how far you are along in this business. So I love it when people really share, you know, their journey, and I'm excited for Michelle to share hers tonight. So Michelle, if you want to just pop in and kind of share with everybody, give us, you know, as much of your story as you want to share, and then any tips you have.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, I'm super nervous. My knees are weak. My palms are sweaty.
Oh my God, you're amazing. Stop it.
Okay, so I found this industry about 4 years ago, 2017. I had just lost my mother, and I was employed through her for 25 years. My dad had built a business from the ground up. He was a very successful entrepreneur. So thankfully I got to watch him do that. He passed in 2008, and then my mom passed in 2016, and it's just me and one of my siblings. I'm not going to go into all the details about what happened with that, but basically there was money, assets, and my sister basically took everything. So I was left with no income, no job, and just kind of standing there like, what do I do now? I had actually been introduced to this industry about 2 years prior to that, and I joined a company, but I didn't really do anything with it. So I knew what it was. So I got into my first company in 2017, and I learned very quickly that I was working harder than what they were willing to pay me out. The comp plan wasn't, it was garbage. I'll just say it was just garbage. But I didn't know that. I kind of just leaped in with a friend and followed her. And so I did that for about 6 months. And that same friend came to me and said, I found something better. It's ground floor. It's a brand new company. Everybody wants the product. It's a product that, you know, you use, every single person uses it across the world. So I thought, oh my gosh. And I honestly, I had that shiny object syndrome like Lisa talks about. And so I jumped into that, and it was like the same thing. I worked really hard and I stuck with it for about a year, but nothing ever really happened. I do not recommend ground floor businesses. They're not all they're cracked up to be. And there was problems within that, you know, the corporate side of that company and stuff. And so, but while I was doing it, I'm, you know, on Facebook making connections, and I come across a post from who now is my upline, Stephanie Grotchik. And what I noticed about her is that she was really happy, full of energy, and she was like going everywhere, driving free cars. And so I kind of was like, okay, I don't have that over here with what I'm doing, and I'm working really hard. And so I kind of watched her for a little bit, and I'm going to go back. So I had lost my mom about a year and a half prior to that. And I was exhausted, you guys. I was so tired. If you've ever experienced the death of a parent, then you know what I'm talking about. And I'm a single mom with 3 kids, and basically everything was up to me, but I was literally like in bed for weeks at a time. I was not getting out of bed. It was bad. And so long story short, I reached out to Stephanie, and I'm like, okay, what is this stuff? I need to try it. So she sent me a 3-day mini. It sat on my table for about a week, and I woke up on my birthday, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try this stuff. So I took the capsules. I jumped in the shower. When I got out of the shower, I did notice some energy. I was a day 1 thriver. What really got me was when I tasted the lifestyle mix. I remember, and I'll never forget, my very first sip of that chocolate lifestyle mix. Because I was drinking like crap protein shakes, okay? And I took a drink of that, and I was like, it was like rainbows and unicorns and butterflies were flying through my kitchen. And I'm like, okay, this is gold. Like, what is this stuff? And so I went on, I put the patch on, the DFT, and I went out with my friends, and I was like full of energy. I was happy. I was excited. And they were looking at me like, what's wrong with you? Because they were used to me just being like sad, depressed, melancholy, and all that. And I was like, I don't know. I tried this stuff called Thrive. So I was a customer for a while, and then I ended up joining September 2018. And I knew what I had my hands on because I knew how good I felt. I didn't get a promoter for like almost 4 months, but I kept going because I knew that the product that we have was special. And then, so it was like December, I signed my first promoter. She didn't really do much. She ended up leaving and going to another company. And I think she's on her like 7th company now. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. And then I had planted seeds September, October, November, December. So right where you guys were, where we're all at right now. And January hit, February hit, and it literally like erupted like a volcano. It was like, everybody was like, okay, I want that. Okay, I want that. Okay, I want that. And if you've only been here for just this short year and you've been talking about this product and this business and you haven't shut up about it, I can guarantee you that next year your business your phone is just gonna start like ding, 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 ding. I mean, that's just what happens. And so my Lavelle journey has been kind of like this. I've lost a leg. I've kept going. I have a really, really heavy leg. And I'm going to tell you right now, once it clicked in my brain how special that is, it was like, when it first happened, because I was always perfectly balanced, and then it was like one fell off and one went like this. And I'm going to keep it real. Like, I freaked out for a second, and then it clicked, like, wait a second, I have this team that's going. And it's just been a huge blessing. I don't even know. I feel like I'm rambling, Lisa.
No, you're not at all. Like this is so okay. I didn't even realize the beginning of your story. I don't even think I've ever like I've had to have heard it. It's just in process, and maybe it is right now because it's seriously exactly what we're talking about. Like you come into a business, nothing is happening, and you're like, why isn't anyone signing with me? And that's the point, really, in those first 3 months that most promoters end up quitting. And they quit because they think, okay, obviously it's been 3 months, nobody wants this. Well, 3 months is 1 second in network marketing. I mean, people don't realize that. Like 3 months is literally 1 second. Like you're not even, I always tell people if you would even think about quitting before your first year, I mean, I say 3 to 5 to 7 years, but in your first year, if you were to quit, yeah, dude, I didn't even know what I was doing. It took me a year just to get comfortable and in my own skin. It took me a year just to get kind of comfortable, like what to message people. It took me a year not to feel stupid with everything that I did, just to understand what the products did and how much they cost. Like, what can a person do in just 3 months? It just blows my mind that so many people give up at that. And I have, my situation was a little bit different because I did sign some people within the first 4 months of my business, but I didn't sign anybody that I knew. No family, no friends. I had major pushback. Like, you're in a pyramid scheme. Those things don't work. What are you doing? I don't want that. And I remember my first post I ever made on Facebook about my product. One of my best friends messaged me and said, I think your Facebook's been hacked. And I'm like, I was like, why? And she was like, because there's this post about da da da. And I was like, no, that's me. And after that, like, she seriously avoided me. Like, people were avoiding me because they were so scared I was going to ask them to buy something. And I was like, oh my gosh, these people are crazy. And I didn't like the way that made me feel. So I decided immediately, even if this takes longer for me, I'm going to have to meet new people because it is not going to be I don't care what new people think about me. Strangers, if they tell me no, who cares? I don't know them. I'll never see them again. But friends and family, these are people I have to see all the time. And I did not like that rejection. So I just made a decision right away. Look, I'm not going to let my friends and family stop me. They just don't get it yet. They don't know what I know. But I'm definitely not going to approach them. That was like my decision. So I do love, though, that what you just said, because it really is February. That February starts in January where people start really inquiring. But the crazy signing for people starts February, March, April, May, June. I mean, it's crazy. And in Lavelle, if you're in Lavelle, because of the way that Lavelle does stuff, we actually have a way longer period of that signing period than most companies do. Ours goes through almost August. So it's crazy because, I mean, we don't see any kind of a little bit of a slowdown until usually school starts. And most companies, right when June hits, it's summer and they're like, crap, we're in a slow season, not here. And it's the way that Lavelle's constantly doing something and having us run for trips. And obviously, if you're new, you don't know that because of COVID, but those things are, they always have new specials. And you do know that if you've been in, like, the constant specials that Lavelle's running, it's insane. Like, I think last week, I think we had three different things that we could put out to ourselves, our customers, to go make more money or to make things cheaper. I mean, sometimes it's hard for me to keep up. I'm like, wait, didn't they just do something? Oh my gosh, they're doing something again today. And I'm like, this is so much. And I love it because we always have reasons to follow up and reach back out. But in that time, I wanted you to, like, give everybody some tips on it. You've been through this, so you kind of know what it looks like. What are you doing right now, and what are you telling your team to do right now? Because if you guys don't know, I mean, Michelle, she's got a thriving business right now, and she found one of her rock stars. It's crazy what can happen when that happens. And you guys, this is somebody that literally was in another network marketing company working her butt off, not successful. And by the way, I have to share this really quick. Today, somebody was in my inbox. How many of you guys had somebody in your inbox trying to pitch another business to you? Anybody this last 2 weeks? Okay. I had a girl in my inbox and she's like, Lisa, oh my gosh, normally I wouldn't do this, but you're on my chicken list and I'm getting in a new company and it's ground floor, Lisa. Okay, first of all, she thinks that that's going to be attractive to me. I'm not getting anything ground floor. I don't want to get in some company that ain't going to be here in a year. Call me in 2 years when it's still around and debt free. Then I might think about it. So she starts pitching this, and I just kind of took it as a coaching moment. I'm like, well, first of all, honey, you know, obviously if you know, we're friends on Facebook. If I saw you posting and I was interested, I would have messaged you. It's super tacky. This is how network marketing gets a bad name, right? It's like all these people are in your inbox and they know I'm with Lavelle. They know I'm happy. If I wasn't, then I'll let you know. But it's just it's so desperate, right? And she started name dropping. Oh, I know all these people that are gonna come and blah blah blah.
Wow.
And yeah, and it was crazy. Like just the tactics she was using, and I was so like just embarrassed for her, kind of. But not only that, she kind of ruined it with me because let's say, like, God forbid, something crazy, ridiculous happened, which it never would in a million years, and Lavelle shut down. But let's just say she'd be the last person I would go to start over somewhere else because I was just so put off by what she did. People don't realize that. It's just so freaking tacky to approach people that you know are in other network marketing companies. They're going to come to you, dude. They see your Facebook page. If you're planting seeds right, and if you're just creating relationships and bonds with people, they're going to think of you if they ever decide, you know, this isn't right for me. But it was so crazy because I said, well, I asked her, have you tried these products? No, they don't have them yet. And I said, so you're joining the company and you have never tried these products before. That's the thing with ground floor. Most of these people just jump on board because they're given this dream by whoever signed them. Oh, you're going to be da-da-da, da-da-da, and we're going to go. And none of these people have tried a product. There's no passion at all behind it. They're like, how are you supposed to tell your network? Well, I joined because the products changed my life. No, I joined because somebody gave me an earful of BS. And I think I'm going to go make a whole bunch of money somehow. It just doesn't work that way. What people don't know, if you guys all did your research on here, you would know that there's about 300 network marketing companies that try to start up every year. And out of those 300, 5 to 10 are still here after a year. Because everybody and their mother tries to start companies. It's just crazy to me. So that stuff is happening this time of year, guys. And they do it purposely. Brand new companies literally start up in November and December because they know those are struggling months for people. They know their weak points. They know that's when shiny new object syndrome can work. You know, ooh, look at this. I know your paycheck probably went down in December, but this, and people think it's going to be sunshine, rainbows, and roses. And guess what? It may be for 2, 3, 4 months while that excitement's there. But when that wears off, as it does everywhere with everything in life, you're going to be right back to where you were here. Wherever you go, there you are. You know, whatever you're not doing, you won't be doing there either. Whatever you're not willing to stick through, you won't be willing to stick through it anywhere else. It's crazy to me. But I want to know what you're doing right now and what you're telling your team to be doing instead of looking at other things or getting shiny new object syndrome. But what are you telling them to do to prepare for these months? Because you know exactly what can happen. You've seen it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, and I just want to back up really quick. You guys, I missed my VIP 800. I missed my VIP 1600. I didn't get my iPad mini bonus. I have hit other bonuses. And this is one thing that I'm not like super proud of, but I just want to keep it real. I've never double, triple fast started. But the thing about Lavelle is, and compared to the other companies that I was in, is they stack promos. So they could have a promoter promo and then a customer sale and then another promoter promo, like all at the same time. And I remember the places that I was before, we would have to wait till the first of the month to get like something. We'd wait all month and be like, oh my gosh, what are they going to do next? And then it would just be something like dumb or something like, oh, 10% off. So Lavelle, like, I don't even know how they make money because I feel like they give all of it to us. But as far as like what I'm doing right now, I'm just getting outside my comfort zone. And like, I just got off a call with a girl that I've been actually like following up with since I started this company. And I got off the phone with her a little bit ago and I just told her, I was like, listen, you need to make an account. You need to try this. Like this is a product that it gives you a feeling that nothing else has ever given you. And one of my favorite lines that I like to ask people. I say, do you take vitamins? They say yes. I say, what do they do for you? And 9 out of 10 people say nothing that I know of. So people are taking vitamins, but they don't really do anything for them. And we all know, because we're Thrivers, that we have a product that actually you can feel working. As far as what I'm telling my team to do is just stay consistent, stay loud and proud, do not stop. Especially in December, because like I'm trying to get this 200K payout. And I got 3 no's the other day, and I'm like, yes, like I'm excited for the no's, but I know that those people are gonna, like, I had one customer, she's like, I'll start back up in January. So you just keep going, you keep talking, you just do not stop. So this is going to be my 3rd winter to spring. And I mean, I've seen it happen every year. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? So I know, like, for the people on my team that are like loud, proud, consistent, screaming from the rooftops that just got here this year, I'm so excited to see what's going to happen for them, because I know it's going to happen. I mean, we've seen it. If you've been here 2 or 3 or 4 years or the whole time, you know what's coming, and it's just really exciting. So I'm just saying, stay consistent, stay talking about it. Don't let the no slow you down. I'd rather have somebody tell me no than ignore me. You know what I mean? So I really like that. Like try to get 10 no's a day.
Yeah, I agree. Try to get 10 no's a day, because I think that when you try to go for no's, if you guys were on that call with us when I interviewed the author of the book Go for No, the concept is, instead of going for yeses, go for no's. Like, try to get no's. Set a no goal every day, because you'll see how truly hard it is to get a straight out no. It's pretty hard, but it keeps you going. If you set a yes goal, like, okay, I'm just going to go sign two customers today. If I sign 2 customers, then I'm done. Well, if you if you reach that goal by 10 a.m., you're just going to stop for the day. Oh, I've reached my 2 customers that I was going for. But if you set a no goal, you're going to find so many more yeses on the way to trying to find those no's. And the concept is freaking amazing. It's worked. And I've been using Go for No. It's a book. You guys can literally listen to it on anything. Go buy it. It's cheap. Or Google Play or Audible. That's where I get my stuff. But the concept of it, once you change your mindset, is so good. And Michelle, I just love that your story was shared tonight, because it's so perfect for the time of year we're in. And I love what you just said. None of this is rocket science, guys. This is seriously being consistent, staying the course. Don't get sidetracked. Don't look left or right. Don't look at your partner, the people under you, who's doing what. Just stay consistent with your actions. And I mean, if anybody's ever seen me run a contest before, most contests I've ever run, most of the points you get for the contest are from doing the right actions. It's not even for signing customers and promoters, because I know that doing the right actions are what is going to take you to that place where you're finally signing people. And that's the consistency you have to get into. Customers and promoters come and go, but ones that stay and last and build your business, that happens from consistency over time. So Michelle, thank you for hopping on.
And one more thing, the girl that I talked to on the phone today, I actually went to high school with her, and what she said to me, and this is due to consistency and me, following up and sharing and posting, what she said to me was, I've been in a funk. She just moved from California to Tennessee, and she's like, I've been in a funk. I'm just kind of laying around, and I thought of you. Okay, so if I wouldn't have kept following up with her, if I wouldn't have kept posting, she wouldn't have thought of me. So December is not the month to backpedal. It's step on the gas. And I just sent her a message, and I asked Lacey, like, help me with verbiage, you know what I mean? And I've been following up with this girl for days. What do I say? And she's like, ask her, what is her hesitation? And so I did, and she said, call me in 20 minutes. So sometimes if you just don't know what to say, ask your upline, your downline, your sideline, whoever, give me some new verbiage, and it worked.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Yeah. I always say, like, what's holding you back, girl? You keep asking, or no, you want this, And they unleash. Sometimes they just need to be validified in what their fears are, you know, and say, okay, then that's not a real fear. I shouldn't worry about this. Or, you know, you can help them overcome a fear if you know exactly what it is the fear is. It's just about finding out what it is. And, you know, and if you've built a good relationship, you're comfortable asking people that. Such good tips. I appreciate you. Thanks for getting on, Michelle. Thank you,
Thanks,
honey.
Lisa. Thank you.
I want to pull on Tara Burr next. Tara, I just had the opportunity to spend a weekend with her at a retreat, and I just could not even get over her story. So we're having her on tonight to share. Tara, can you unmute yourself?
Hi,
Hey, girl, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Long time no see.
Right? I can't wait to see you again.
I know. I like wish seriously that we could just already be in January and we
Right.
just already starting the new year with new retreats and getaways.
Yes.
So I want to jump right in, and I would love for you to share your story with everybody.
Yeah. So I started in 2016, actually November of 2016. I was introduced to this product, and I always say like timing is everything. So I just jumped in, ordered 30 days. Judy was like, I'll give you $50 off, order it. Cause at the time, again, money was really tight. And so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I gave it 30 days. Literally day one for me, I had every excuse possible. The capsules I couldn't swallow. They were disgusting. I made the lifestyle mix. It was disgusting. Like I just had every excuse. Like called Judy and I was like, I can't do this. I put on the DFT. It gave me a rash. Like I literally couldn't do it. And so I told Judy, I was like, yeah, I just don't think this is right for me. And I was that person. I was with like 5 different network marketing companies. So never successful, never had the leadership. And so I was working 3 almost full-time jobs just to make ends meet. And in June, I'm in Minnesota. So in June, there was a conference going on at the bar I was working at. I was selling bingo, and I'm going around and I'm like, gosh, there are so many people in here that have DFTs on it. And because I knew the product beforehand, I saw it and I was like selling them their raffle tickets, trying to get them to play bingo. And they're like, oh no, we're just here for a conference. And I'm walking around and like the bar was full. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's this many people in Minnesota that are wearing DFTs. And I got to the restaurant area and there was Judy. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Like, why is there so many people in here wearing DFTs? And she's like, there's a conference. I think it was Paul that was there. And she's like, so when are you going to stop working so hard and do this? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't think I can do it. Like, and at that time I was in another network marketing company. I was like, I don't know. I just really can't do it. And so I went home that night, and at that time I was the heaviest I was like mentally just exhausted. I literally couldn't even go another day thinking about it because I was living like in exhaustion. And so I went home and I was like, you know what do I have to lose? So I called Judy and I was like, okay. And at that time it was the triple fast start. And she's like, just jump in with me. I'll hold your hand. And literally she's held my hand now. So that was June of 2019 and that I restarted. I've been going strong since. Staying consistent is huge. Doing the products every day for me was huge. I've lost 62 pounds on just the 3 steps. I don't work out. I don't do anything different. I've not changed any of the way I eat. Just being consistent, and my business alone is consistent, which is how I got to be at the retreat with you. So yeah.
Oh, there I go again, talking without, I was like, wait, I'm not unmuted, I don't think. Your story is so amazing. And I swear to God, it looks like you've lost more weight since I saw you. Is that possible? Like, I swear to Jesus, you did. I'm like, this girl just lost more weight. But it's so inspiring to see what the products did for you, and also to see what happens when you really are into a product and you have, I don't think people realize, and I just wanted to ask you this question because I wanted people to hear your story, but I also, because I do remember you saying this when we spent the weekend together, when you were in these other companies, did you ever have a team like this, leadership like this? Like, what is the huge difference why this is the right place to be? Besides the products are
Yeah.
amazing. We all know that.
Right. No, I really didn't. Like so whoever I signed up with is like the only person that you knew. Like you didn't have that upline route. Like if we went to you or to Chastity, we were like shunned upon, like, oh my God, don't do that. Like, if you have questions, you ask me. And if I can't get you the answer, then I will go and ask them. Like, you never talk to anyone up above. Like, and so that was really like one of the harder things, because then it kind of put you in a bad place. Like, you didn't want to ever ask any questions that you didn't know the answers to. So you just didn't ask. And that's one thing. Like, I go to, if I can't get a hold of Judy, I can go to my sidelines. I can ask other people. I can ask Stephanie. I can ask you. Like, there's years, seriously, like, I feel like in this company, we are all at the same level. Like, there isn't that level feeling that, like, you couldn't go to that person that's a 200K or, someone that's a 4K. Like, maybe they have ideas. Like you said, like, doesn't matter the rank. Everybody's got different ideas, and that's what we do together.
I love that. I love that so much. And I love your story. If you guys have not seen Tara's pictures, dude, go see them. Go look at them. Go check
Share
out her
them.
Facebook page. Share them. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Like, yeah, there's no way to not post her picture and have somebody go, oh my gosh, I need that product. Like, they're so amazing. And it's just crazy what can happen when you put premium nutrition in your body and you're consistent with it. It's pretty crazy.
Yes.
And you know what? There's a lot of people that are saying, I'm not seeing those results. And my question to you is, what are you eating? You can't just take a product. I think everybody's always looking for that magic weight loss cure that you can still eat what you want and not go to the gym or do anything, move your body in any way. But it's just not like that. Like, you have to still move your body, whether that's small ways or big ways. And you do have to watch what you eat. And then my second question is, are you seriously taking this regularly? Because a lot of people say they are, but they're not. And it's the biggest piece of the puzzle. Like, people feel that they know when you are being passionate and you are serious, and it's because you have had a change with these products. And it does not have to be weight loss, guys. First of all, Le-Vel is not a weight loss company. Le-Vel is a health and wellness company. The side effect from using our products for a lot of people is losing weight. Absolutely. But does not have to be that. It could be that rest changed your life, or for me, it was the Thrive experience that gave me better sleep. Like, I was sleeping like a baby for the first time ever. I didn't even need rest because it was so good. And that was a huge thing on my life, like sleeping normally for the first time in like years. It can be anything, you guys, mental, physical, does not matter. So just don't hold on to that. Well, I just don't have Tara's results. No wonder she gets more people asking her questions. No, it's all about your heart, what you're posting, and the story you're sharing. And that can be any kind of story as long as there's passion behind it. Sorry about my dog, guys.
Well, and I always tell people too, like, when they say that, when they look at my picture and they literally look at it and they say, well, I didn't get the same results as you did. I've gained 3 pounds since I started this. And I literally go back to them and I ask them those exact same questions. Like, are you doing this first thing in the morning? Are you drinking enough water to flush through everything? And they're like, yeah, but I weighed myself. I'm like, I didn't do that. I didn't weigh myself. How I noticed was I was getting up for work, and I love yoga pants, and I found a company that made dress yoga pants. So those were like my go-to. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are so baggy. And literally it was like probably 4 months in before I like truly like got with the inside of me, right? Like I was so down on myself because I wanted something so badly and I needed it so badly that I couldn't see outside of the box of what I wanted. And so once I started feeling good and I stopped looking outside of, you know, I need this weight loss, I need this energy to make it through, I need this money to make it through, I felt like I freed myself from everything that allowed me to then all of a sudden be like, oh my God, dang, I lost 30 pounds. Like, it was just like, it just dropped. Like, everyone says that, like, when they see me, like, I swear, like, I saw you and, like, you just dropped. And I was like, but I didn't feel that way. I didn't see any of that because I was so clouded in so much that I couldn't think outside that box. And now I look at things, I take myself outside of that box now. And I tell my customers the same thing. Like, I didn't see these results overnight or in 30 days. You know, I said, and honestly, I said, it was probably like 4 or 5 months of consistently doing the 3 steps that I saw that.
It's kind of like your business growing. Like behind the scenes, you're doing all the right things. And then all of a sudden, one day, it just starts to explode. It's the same with this. And I always tell people, throw the scale away, dude. Like, don't even step on that thing. Like, I don't know if people are aware that you can be 3 to 5 pounds different on the scale any given day. So it's crazy that people like so go off of that. Like they're just all about that number on the scale. And it's the same people that are like in their business. They're all about that number in the back office, you know, and they're just not getting that it's all those right actions you're doing behind the scenes with everything in life, like applying it to your weight loss, applying it to this business, applying it to New Year's resolutions. It's all about the time, the consistency, the hard work put in. And then one day it's just, you're there, you're where you need to be. But it takes that consistency. Tara, I just want to thank you so much for hopping on today and sharing your story. I swear you're skinnier. All I know is after I left, you inspired me and I got somebody to prep my meals and I'm super excited. Like I am on it. Like COVID-19 is about to be gone in a minute. So thank you for inspiring me. I appreciate you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I'm going to we're going to run right in and I'm going to bring Brandy Lovey on. Brandy has some tips she's going to share with us tonight. And Brandy, if you want to share, you know, who you are, your rank, a little bit about your story, and then jump into your tips. Because I think 1 or 2 more. I got to look.
Okay. Well, I'll try and keep it pretty quick. So my name is Brandy Lovey and I started Thrive on August 18th, of this year. So I've only been thriving a couple of months, but I absolutely love it. I actually watched someone for 2 years. She's, in my upline actually, but I ended up signing under someone who was, below her. And, I found, it was a live that really caught me. And it was a moment in my life where I was desperate. I had, was on a double-edged sword. It was like either I was going to go and invest, invest in myself and taking care of myself as a mom. And, or I was actually I had contemplated, relapsing on drugs and, because I was almost 200 pounds and I'm like 5'3". And I was, my marriage was just totally failing. And I felt really, really just bad about myself. And I work a full-time job. I have a special needs daughter who keeps me up. I get about 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night probably. And I was just exhausted. And I was watching the live and she, is a person who I love so much and I really respect and someone who I really trusted because she, I don't know what it did, but that day something just went on, a light bulb went on and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to give it a shot. And I remember her asking me, she's like, well, do you want to feel good or do you want to feel good and make money too? And I'm like, I like money. I was like, okay. So, and not really knowing what all the promoter or like promoting it was about, but, I had done like an online jean business where I sold like name brand jeans. I'd go shopping, buy them up and then resell them online. So, I'm used to being on Facebook and that kind of thing, but, not really knowing what it all entailed. I went ahead and just signed up as a promoter and went like hog wild when I seen that I had the opportunity to grab these like bonuses. And I hadn't even tried the product yet. She gave me a 6-day mini or a 6-day experience a day after I ordered. And I was like totally in love. I remember giving one of those 6 days to my brother because I was like, you got to try this. And he was one of my first ones to help me, unlike your story, I nailed my family first. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys have to try this. I'm like, you guys are doing this. So, I was able to hit VIP 800, VIP 1600. I got my Maui gym bonuses. I was like off and running like right from the gate. Although what's really nice is, and what I've really loved is hearing everybody's story, and especially when Michelle and everybody's been telling me and you about the slow season. Even though I hit the 4K rank, but it's like I keep on getting so close to 12K, and just it shocks me when that little time thing starts all over again. I was not aware of that, and I freaked out the first time. But just I've stayed consistent. Really stayed consistent. I'm not giving up. You know what I mean? I love it. This is like the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. I've never been on a network marketing company before. I really went into this not knowing what I'm doing. But I am in recovery, and I know for me as a recovering addict, this right here fills in those nutritional gaps that as a recovering addict, like we have seriously depleted our bodies for so long and just suffocated them, that this right here is something that has made me feel amazing. So I want to kind of make it short and tell you kind of what I've been doing for, to start planting seeds, because when you were on our Zoom and you were telling us about, you need to start planting seeds, you need to start doing this. I had already kind of had an idea of doing what's called 12 Days of Christmas, and I'm doing it, myself. And I've been working up to it. Yeah, Toby, sorry, see, I have barkers too. What I did is when that BOGO bonus came, or that BOGO promo came up, I went ahead and I ordered like crazy. Like I seriously have a crap ton of product, because I knew I was going to go ahead and do something different than everybody else. I wanted to do a 12-day giveaway, but there were some different like things to it. I'm doing a 12-day giveaway, but the people who I'm doing the 12-day giveaway to are specifically people who are new, who have never tried Thrive, and who are from my groups who I've created relationships with, and giving them that major opportunity to try it for 6 days for absolutely free. I've had, requirements. They have to have an account, and they have to be welcomed into Thrive Zone, where I can like announce them. They can get like, inspiration, that kind of thing. And it's been great. Like I literally have been mailing out packages all over the United States, and it's really, really super cool, because I'm excited to see what January and February is going to do. And I've been getting really creative, for at least I think, I try and do something a little bit outside the box. I have been making my own video clips, and putting Thrive in there, putting my 3 steps in there, and then also adding like pictures of me, pictures of my family, and then like inspirational quotes and something a little bit different. And I put that in my stories, and it's really, I think, helping my business grow, because people are messaging me now and being like, yeah, I've been watching your videos. Yeah, I've been watching your videos. And, every single day this month, I'm challenging myself. Every single day for 12 days, I'm going live and I'm announcing my winner for that day. So, and that's huge, to go 12 days live, like every single day. Even though I work a full-time job, I'm making that time frame. I'm doing that time blocking, and I'm making sure that I'm doing that for my business, because all of you guys are telling me it's going to blow up in January and February, because I'll tell you what, it's been a slow start this month, and I did really well last month. I think I got the highest, closest to 12K than I ever have, but that's pretty much what I'm doing. And it's really super easy. It's an app that you guys can get on your phone, like PicsArt, and then there's a couple other ones where you just got to sit there and play with it, and it's something different other than just, pictures every single day. It kind of puts your own little twist on it. But that's what I'm doing.
I love it. I love it. And it's about thinking outside the box, you guys. Maybe you don't have product at home. Maybe there's a dollar store nearby. anybody would get happy to get a candle in the mail, dude. Anything. Like, be creative. If you've got some extra product laying around, it can be one little thing. It's stuff like this that, like, I love it when I'm saving up product throughout the year and I've got some things to do this stuff with on Christmas. So, obviously, you guys, I would definitely, take the tips that you're hearing tonight, and if you can afford to do something, all this is a tax write-off, by the way, just so that you all guys know that when you do put anything into your own business and you're doing any kind of giveaways and anything, even if you went to the dollar store and bought 10 candles and did 10 days of candle giveaways, that would be a total 100% write-off on your taxes. So just know that kind of stuff, because it adds up. It adds up, and it helps you get money back at the end of the year. Brandy, thank you so much for sharing. I am going to bring in our last, I believe, I hope I didn't miss anybody tonight. Jessica Curtright, are you on with me?
Yes.
Hey girl, how are you? I'm actually going to be with you tomorrow morning too.
Yes.
You're on our morning live tomorrow. Woo woo. So really quick, because obviously tomorrow morning, everybody that hops on, we're not really sharing our story. So I would love for people to hear a little bit about your story, and then any tips you want to share before we get off tonight.
I'll kind of jump in. The part of the story that I wanted to share was because we've been talking about this time of year, how I know for me it's been slow, but I know why it's been slow. Some of you might be blindsided as to why your business is slow. You think you're doing the actions, and if you've been through anything I'm going through, ever since the pandemic, I've been working anywhere between 55 to 78 hours ever since our business reopened. So my business actually took a backpedal, and I knew that because I've been in network marketing for 5 years now. I knew that I wasn't getting all the messages out that I needed to get to. I wasn't reaching out to the people that I needed to reach out to. I was focusing on the same circle of people. I needed to reach out to new people. So I've kind of let life happen over the last few months, and I've finally found myself again. I found that confidence again. But this is the time of year, like it's been said, that people see shiny objects and they go left and right. And it was in 2018 when my enroller had left, and I was kind of blindsided by the situation. And that's when I linked arms with Amanda. And, it was a grateful thing that happened. It was a blessing in disguise, because if it wasn't for me growing closer with Amanda, I don't think I would have had the confidence to go out and have weight loss surgery. I don't think I would have had the confidence to continue in my business and push further and grow stronger. We did a destination of 12K that year. My enroller left, and then I linked arms with Amanda. In February of 2018, I hit 4K for the first time, and I also got a $2,000 bonus because they were running some kind of promo at the beginning of the year. And, I had that mindset of, I'm going to prove these people wrong. So what I want to say is, if your enroller has left, or your team is leaving, your downline is leaving, let that motivate you. Don't let that tear you down. Let that motivate you so that you can prove them wrong, or push further and be stronger, and put the people that are meant to be in your path, make sure that you're opening that door for them, letting those new people come into your life. And so that's where I let that happen. I did have the gastric sleeve surgery a year ago, October. I'm down 130 pounds from my highest weight, and I've lost 88 pounds since last October. Right now, I'm kind of dealing with like a mindset thing, which is something I do want to talk about tomorrow. Not sure if there's a certain topic or not, but mindset is kind of a really strong point that I've been pouring myself into. So we're going through a pandemic. Everybody's going through it, and people are dealing with.
You must be psychic, because I was going to get in the chat after this and tell you guys tomorrow's main topic is going to be mindset. So we're good. Whatever you were going to talk about, it's going to be good.
Okay. But so we've gone through this pandemic, and, people are dealing with depression, anxiety. How are they going to pay for Christmas? So be very very, very sympathetic to that. When people say that they don't have money, be very sympathetic this year, because, I know in years past we're like, yeah, okay, you just want to go spend $500 on your kid. Let them go spend $500 on their kid. Maybe they haven't been able to, maybe they couldn't do that for their birthday, and Christmas is a better time for them. Be open to it. it's all crazy right now. But, you know, don't just shut the door on them. Don't just not ever message them again. Make sure you're messaging them. But what I'm doing with my free accounts, I've been with Lavelle for 3 years, so I have some free accounts to go through, and I'm sending them a Christmas card. It's a simple card, and you can get them wherever. But I'm writing a personal message, so I don't know what all of them are going to say already, but I'm adding an added touch. I'm being personable. Like one of my promoters, she's having a baby this month, and so I'm going to send her a Christmas card. If she's on here, guess what? You're getting a Christmas card. But I'm sending that to my promoters, my free accounts, my current customers, even some sidelines and some uplines, because we've all been through something this year through this pandemic. Maybe you ran out of toilet paper. You know, it could be something happy and jokingly that you send to them in a card, but just be personable, be human. And I'm going to slip in either a premium DFT, Black Label, Blast, anything that'll fit in a card is what I will send to them for free. Because I'm not going to sit there and charge somebody for a 3-day mini when I just want to send them a card, and it's just a little thank you thing. Does it have to be any Thrive products? No, that's just what I'm doing. If you wanted to send them, I don't know, a $25 gift card or whatever, that's your choice. But just even sending a card alone is going to be something that somebody's going to be grateful for. And guess what? They're going to think of you when they see somebody or a coworker or somebody that they work with, when they're saying, man, I just really wish I had some energy, or I need to make some extra money, or I need to lose some weight, what have you. They're going to think of you, be like, hey, I have this friend, Jessica, who she has this amazing energy. She has a really great story. Shoot her a message. They're going to remember you because you sent them a card. They're not going to remember you just because you sent them a message saying Merry Christmas. Like, you did something physical that arrived at their doorstep that they weren't expecting, that they probably wouldn't get from any other person in network marketing. Because I learned this years ago, but I don't get things in the mail from people. It's usually bills or newspapers. That's what I get in the mail, and that's what everybody's getting in the mail. But when you get a card, you're like, ooh, what's this? And you open it, oh, that was really nice of them. I need to shoot them a message. Or I haven't heard from that person in a while. I better go check in and see what they're doing. They're going to go check out your Facebook page. They're going to reach out to you and say, hey, how are you doing? I got your card. Thank you so much. It meant so much. So that's one big thing that I am doing going into the new year, because they're going to think of me coming into the new year. And there was something else. Lisa said about doing events. I physically can't really do an event in my schedule, but going live with someone, I can take, 20 minutes out of my day to do a live before I go to bed or something with someone. So it's a goal of mine this month, to find someone, go live with them, and have them share their story of what these products have done for them. And just sharing the story, and maybe do like a 3-day giveaway. I hate giving away my products. I really do, because I love my products. But it's that time of year of giving. So I'm also doing that. That's a goal of mine, to get on a live this month. But other than that, I think that's all I have. Oh, one thing I've been doing, what I did today, and I've only had a couple people actually click on the poll, but I've had a couple people message me actually. I had a poll. It's just me. I kind of have like I don't know. It's just me, a selfie. And I just did a poll of asking, which do you choose? Better life or current life? And 2 people actually actively did it, and they said better life. And I had a couple other people message me like, okay, well, what's behind all this? And I'm like, no, I'm just being personal. Like, are you looking to change your life in some way? Like, how do you want to change your life? Or do you want to just leave things the way they are? Like, are you happy with the way your life is? If you are, great. If you're ready for a change, let's talk about it. It doesn't have to be about Thrive. It doesn't have to be about anything. But maybe I need more friendships, or I'm looking to lose some weight. Okay, then you can introduce Thrive. But these 2 people have been on the fence for the last 5 years that I've been in network marketing. And so I know that they're on the fence. I know what they're looking for already, but I'm wanting to hear it from them. I want it to come out of their mouth. like, okay, I'm ready to do this. So put those little strings out there for people to grab on and reach out to you.
Oh my gosh, can I just say one thing? You guys, I cannot even tell you guys enough how many people will message me and they're like, Lisa, I will do anything to go to the next level. I don't understand why my business isn't moving forward. The card idea. There's going to be maybe 10 of you on this Zoom that actually go grab a box of dollar cards at the dollar store that say Merry Christmas and actually take the time to send it out. The rest of you are not going to do it. It's because you're lazy. And it's because you you guys are all like, oh, Lisa's being mean. But what I'm trying to say is that you guys want to know these things. Let me tell you what. I get a card from a real estate agent that has like, okay, I don't even buy. And the real estate agent lady that showed me houses to rent, she sends me stuff. And you bet you believe I have had other people message me that are real estate agents saying, when you're ready to buy a house, but you know who I'm going to go with? This lady, because she's always sending me stuff. Like, that matters. So when January hits, even if you've got a bunch of free customer accounts and they've never ordered before, when they start thinking about losing weight and all these companies all over Facebook start talking about what they've got, they're going to think about that girl that sends them the card. That's who they're going to think about. If you guys don't believe that, I promise you, do it and just watch. People that go 200K are people that go the extra mile. People that go 200K are people that get on Zooms like this, take notes, and then go act tomorrow. Like, these are great ideas. Every time you can this month, you should be going live on Facebook, sharing stories, third-party credibility. You should be getting cards out there. You should be sending out samples if you can. You should be connecting with other people. Now is the time for those polls. The new year is coming. I love that, Jessica, because you can say, in the new year, are you happy with the way your life is now, or could it be better? Like, something like that. It gets people thinking, yeah, it could be better. Well, how could it be better? Let's talk about that. Maybe there's something I can help you with. Like, it's planting these seeds, staying consistent. And so the people that want this badly, you know, let me tell you what, a lot of you guys are on here right now, and I get it. You're not there. You're not there yet. Maybe you've only seen a $50 paycheck, a $25 paycheck, and you're like, I can't even fathom getting to the auto bonus. I can't fathom making a 200K paycheck. That other people can get there, but not me. You guys, every 200K said that. None of us ever in a million years did I join network marketing and think that I was going to be a millionaire in network marketing. I was a waitress and a bartender that had kids and had a pretty mundane life, that never had sold anything before, and never in a million years did I ever believe that I would ever be in this industry doing what I'm doing right now. And when I came in and I met people making 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, I thought, well, never be me. That'll never be me. But maybe 500 could be me. And that's where it started. But you know what? I had the mindset of a 200K. I had the mindset of somebody making 10 grand a month. I was willing to do whatever they said. If somebody where I wanted to be told me to go put underwear on my head and wear it for a year around everybody, I would have done it. Like, I would have cut a hole up in the crotch and worn damn underwear everywhere, okay? Like, I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do, because you want to know what? I want my family's life to change. I want my life to look different. I wanted my life to be different so badly that I was willing to do whatever those that were where I wanted to be told me to do. And so you have to be willing to do that too, guys. Like, there is nobody on here that cannot be where I'm sitting right now in 7 to 10 years. There's not one person on here that cannot say in 7 to 10 years, I'm a millionaire. I believe with everything in me that each one of you can say those same words. Not everybody will, but I believe anyone can. And it will be the people that go the extra mile. It'll be the people that stay the course, that plug in, that don't look left or right, that know where they're at is the best that is the best out there, that use these products loyally and faithfully, that step out of their comfort zone each and every day, that are willing to wear crotched out underwear up on their head. Okay. Like, I'm not kidding you. You would be willing to do whatever. That's where I was in my life. If I had to go one more Christmas buying my kids the generic version of everything they asked for and only 3 things, I was going to slit my wrist. Like, I was like, I cannot do this. another Christmas. If I had to go another Christmas borrowing money from my mom or a friend and then paying them back when I got my tax return, how many of y'all do that? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get my tax return. That was me every year. And then within a week, my $5,000 tax return would be gone because I owed everybody and their mother money because the washer and dryer broke and we had to get a new one because my car needed new tires because we were driving around on 300,000-mile tires. Like, it was never, it was every year waiting for tax return to be happy and excited for 1 week. Oh my God, look at all this money in my bank account. And it was gone in 1 week. And in the same cycle for years and years and years and years. Gosh, stop telling yourself lies that you can't be somebody else on here. And I know the belief is hard right now for a lot of people, especially when maybe you haven't even made a paycheck yet. But what I want you to know is that don't even think about a millionaire or 200K or 80K or 12. Think about thriving free. And then once you get there, think about going 4K. And once you get there, think about going 6K, 8K, 12K, 14K, 20K. Like, it's one step at a time. But all of those steps will absolutely, unequivocally happen within the next 7 to 10 years for every single person on this Zoom. Because Le-Vel is not going anywhere. Le-Vel is still a baby company. Every person on this Zoom right now, you are a pioneer. You're a pioneer in Le-Vel. You're the people that in 10 years, they're going to look back and go, they were in the beginning of this. They were in before they even came out with their best stuff yet. They were in when they were hit $1 billion in 8 years and the company was just a baby. I don't even think you guys can wrap your brains around the fact that network marketing companies don't see billions of dollars in sales until they're usually 20, 30, 40 years old. Le-Vel's done that in 8 years. So you are in the beginning of something that is only going to continue to get better and better. It is a company that doesn't have to prove themselves anymore. We're the fastest growing health and wellness movement in the world right now. We don't have to prove anything. At this point, all we have to do is keep expanding. I don't know if you guys saw the Rolling Stones magazine, where they were like, one of the best gifts to give is Le-Vel. That's pretty darn cool. We've been featured in Times Square. I was there 3 years in a row in New York City where I saw us on the hugest thing right there in Times Square. Le-Vel, thrive. Like, we no longer have to prove ourselves. All you have to do, you're with it. You're with a winning company, the only company out there that you can start for free, the only company out there with no website fees, no required auto ships, the only company out there with products that are patented, the only company out, I could keep going because we are the only company out there with 12 ways to get paid. I don't know another one, so I don't know. I'm excited. I hope you guys are understanding how important December is, the consistency, the planting of seeds, all of the little things we're doing right now. If you look at us as a team, it's super methodical. Like I said, it's not meant for you to sign people right this second. And if you do, that's an added bonus, but it's meant to plant seeds. That's why we're creating all these things and giving you all these ideas to just pull people into your life. It's a giving season, just like Jessica said. Like Jess said, it's a giving season, and it absolutely is. This is the time of year where if you can afford to do anything, give back in any way to help anyone in your community. I mean, sometimes $20 can help, $10, a $5 gift card to Amazon. Like, these little things are the personal touches you can put on your business, or just a card, guys. Again, a tax write-off. And because we've had so many people asking about taxes, we know that's upon us. Before the end of this month, we are going to be doing a Thursday night Zoom that is going to be based around taxes. And obviously we're not tax people. I was actually thinking about I was going to actually ask my accountant if she would get on with us. If not, I can find somebody else, but I'm looking for an accountant that maybe can just offer some advice so that you guys know kind of where you're going, what you're looking at, because let me tell you what, there's a lot of things that you're brand new right now and you don't even realize you can write off. I write off part of my rent. I write off part of my bills. I write off my phone bill, electric bill. I write off going out to eat. I write off any supplies, like all travel. Like, there's just so many things, and there's a lot of people that just aren't aware of it. And especially if you made probably, I would say, less than $100,000 last year with Le-Vel, you can absolutely get money back. So There's people that join businesses like these in January just because of the tax write-offs. Home-based businesses are a great way to have some great tax write-offs, and that's a great approach to mention to people too. All right, we went well over. Oh, sorry guys, I always do this on Thursday nights. They're always meant to be an hour, but the stories are so good, and the tips are so good. You guys join us tomorrow morning as we are going to talk about so many awesome freaking things tomorrow, and you are going to want to be there. 6 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Eastern. If you're not plugged into the bot, okay, if you have no idea what I just said, that means you're probably not plugged into it. There is a way to plug into an email, or not an email, a Facebook message that will come to you right about 30 minutes to 20 minutes before every single Zoom that happens, any call that's going to happen, anything we're doing as a team. Basically, it goes out in that, so you're not missing anything. If you have not signed up to be part of that, if you're not getting messages in your Facebook with updated call information, I highly suggest that you, in the Dream Team page, we posted the link. I mean, the link's everywhere, but if you don't know, ask an upline, figure it out, because tapping into that's huge, and not missing anything, especially in December, I think is huge, because we're giving so many tips right now. The New Year's right around the corner, and everything you're learning now. I mean, even the tips we gave tonight, yes, they apply to Christmas, but they apply to everything. They apply to every month, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, sending out a card to all your mamas. Like, these are things that don't just apply for December, but apply to the whole year round. So we will see you guys tomorrow morning. I want to thank all of our guests tonight for hopping on and sharing their story and their tips. And I just appreciate all of you guys for volunteering and making our team so great. And I just love it that we have so many rocking people on their way to the top of this comp plan. Tonight we've had 4Ks on here. We've had 12Ks on here. We've had 40Ks, 80Ks. So that's what I love about this journey, is that everyone has something that they're doing that other people need to learn and hear about. And that's what you're going to hear on Thursday night calls. So make sure that you put this every Thursday night, same time, same link, in your phone. And if you're plugged into the bot, it'll send you the reminder. And then every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, don't forget, Friday mornings tomorrow, we're going to be on our Zoom. So get on. The links are in the pages. I want to thank you guys again. Happy Thursday. Thanks for recording, Danny. Thanks to Michelle. Thanks to Brandy. Thank you to Jess. And thank you to, gosh, you guys don't have a list in front of me. Did I have 5 or 4 on tonight? Who else? There was one more. I'm not forgetting you. Hold on. My mind is just blank right now. I don't want to not say your name. I'm going to my little page right now because I want everyone to be absolutely 100% recognized. Where is it? Here we go. Brandy, Jess, Callie was supposed to be on tonight, but something happened. Let's say a prayer. Callie had something going on with her family, so if you guys know Callie Deerfield, even if you don't, say a little prayer for her tonight. She had to actually back out last minute, but she's going to be on with me next week. Tara Burr, Tara's amazing story. Oh my gosh, like incredible how it doesn't get any better than losing that much weight. Like ever since I saw her, I'm in it. And Michelle Roberts, of course, I just really appreciate all you guys. We'll see you guys next Thursday, same time, same place. And I love you guys. Have a good one.